AI, stack your skills, change your life. Welcome to the future where change create the way. Adrian and Danny, we're leading every day. Breaking the system, we flipping the script. Stacking our skills, now we never will quit. Web3 warriors, AI minds, NFT dreams, breaking through all the lies. Talking about freedom, building the base. Giving the power back, we setting the pace. Chain breakers, setting you free. Spin that wheel, build your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe, changing the world, one dream, one seed. Projects we love, trends on the rise, interviews fire, stars in their eyes, giveaways rolling, spin for the win. Support and stack and let the change begin. And Web3 is the movement, not just a trend. Freedom's the mission, till the very end. Generations rising, it's bigger than gold. We're breaking the chains, we're claiming the soul. Chain breakers, setting you free. Spin that wheel, build your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe, changing the world, one dream, one seed. Beyond this life, beyond this fight, we're lighting the dark, we're claiming the night. Blockchain, AI, and dreams collide. Chain breakers rise, we're alive, alive. Chain breakers, setting you free. Spin that wheel, build your legacy. Chain breakers, stack and believe, changing the world, one dream, one seed. We're chain breakers. Yeah, we're chain breakers. Hey, wait, yeah, long neck, big drip, Gary on the chain, spotlight shine when I step in the game. Solana running on the top of the block, NFT flex, they just screenshot and talk. No rug pull here, this giraffe built real. I'm not a meme, I'm a movement, I seal deals. They got monkeys, frogs, man, that's old news. I'm dripping with utility, they stuck on views. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish, price tag stupid, yeah it's foolish. Climbing charts while they stuck in loops. Gary got that neck for truth. Tall vibes, I'm stretching skies. Verified flex while the floor price dies. From the Serengeti to Solana halls, I don't just moon, I ball. Gary got the stance like a Vogue pose freeze. I'm tall in the meta, got Web3 on his knees. Not pixelated, I'm stylized and rare. You meant to regret me, I'm billionaire heir. I got traits they dream of, swagger they steal. While they pump and dump, I just close big deals. No Discord drama, just Gary finesse. Other NFTs wish they had this flex. They mint 10K, I'm the one that hits. Holographic drip with utility blitz. Not a JPEG joke, I'm a VIP. They stuck in the JPEG past me, I'm Web3. Call me the neck worth betting the farm. I don't go to the moon, I own the stars. This ain't hype, this legacy code. Gary gon' rewrite the blockchain road. I'm giraffe-ish, not bullish. Value rise steady, ain't no foolish. I'm not a trend, I'm a tidal wave. Solana crown, they just throw shade. Crypto king in a giraffe fit. Other NFTs just counterfeit. So when the floor sweeps, know who reigns. Gary the Great, changing the game. They chase memes, I build empires. Gary's name in digital choirs. So if you miss me, good luck bruh. Next mint's double, and I don't budge.
Yo, good.
Yo,
What is going down? Good morning, Danny.
morning.
Well, I'll do a quick intro. Welcome to Chain Breakers, where we don't play by the rules and we sure as hell don't ask for permission. This is a show for rebels, for the builders, and for the warriors of Web3. We're tearing down the old systems, one skill, one project, and one blockchain at a time. We're building a new economy powered by freedom, AI, NFTs, and Stacker. Every day we bring you real talk, the projects that we're betting on, the people that we actually see making moves, that are making big moves in the industry, and the plays that can set you and your future free. So giveaways, we got them. Skills, we're stacking them. And chains, we're breaking them. So with that being said, this is the new frontier, and we're the chain breakers. What's going on?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. I am here in Texas, in Dallas, Texas, at my Airbnb at the moment, 2 hours late for the event.
Good job.
Because exactly, that's how you, this is how I roll, baby. This is my priority. My community is my number one priority. I will get to the event when I get to the event. It's going to be going all day, so there's going to be plenty of opportunities. I'll show up fashionably late with my Love Gangster shirt, and I'll get my Love jacket going on, and
Your purple pimp hat.
my purple. Yeah, I forgot my purple pimp hat at home. Forgot that at home. Man, there has been a lot going on. Let's get the people in the chat here. Sleepy Squirrel, good morning. Bearded, good morning, fam. Maui Nancy in the house. I even got my mother-in-law, Joanne, here in the feed in the chat. It's good to see you guys.
You're in trouble now.
I'm in trouble now. If you're watching this right now, if you're checking this out, whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or X, I know there's some data issues going on X. I saw some comments just before we went live here. Make sure you share this, repost this, share this with a friend. We talk a lot about a lot of cool stuff. We got to sound like Forrest Gump. We talk a lot about crypto, NFTs, and what's happening with this new economy, AI, and so we're going to get into it. All right. So yesterday was a pretty interesting day, but this morning I got to jump on for a little bit onto Gary's stream. Did you watch that stream?
I did.
What'd you think?
I think we're all going to be rich really soon.
Really soon.
Really soon.
What would you say is your biggest takeaway from that stream? Besides really rich.
Well, the first 6 or 7 minutes told the whole story.
I did.
We're catching it before anybody else is.
Yep.
And the good thing is, if we get this, once Stacker goes live, this block 0 is gonna be crazy.
That's right. This block 0 is wild. So block 0, for those that don't know, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, Danny, because I don't call myself an expert in crypto. But block 0 is being able to get into the deal before it even launches to the main public.
As soon as it's created, yeah.
As soon as it's created, to be able to buy up some of those tokens and supply. So that
it's like most of the back end deals that they're already getting because they know the creator. We're going to get it too, and we don't even have to know them.
That's amazing. Just by having a freaking giraffe NFT. Absolutely.
No, you have to have a stacker for that one.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's not going to go to all the giraffes.
Got it. So that makes sense, though. I mean, so what's interesting, it'll be funny to see, because as you watch those charts, 99.99% of those, when they launched, some of them go up to 40K, 50K, 80K, 100K, 200K, and then sometimes beyond that. But
they all get 2,000 or 3,000% gains.
Exactly. Within the first 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, you throw a soul in, you pull 30 soul out.
If you could do that once a day, every day for 100 days.
But just think, there's 2,000 tokens or so launched every day. So if you do that 10 times a day, now multiply your money.
That's crazy, bro. And I think we're going to see a lot more tokens get launched. There's some actual token ideas that I was playing around with in my head that I thought would be fun, like meme coin ideas, but I don't want to launch another token.
Yeah. If you have one, don't launch two.
Yeah.
Because one's going to fall to the wayside and it's not going to work. For
sure. But there's some really good ideas that I hope people go out there and implement for meme coin ideas that I think will be really huge. I think getting that block 0, and then there's the sniping, which if anybody's ever done trading, they should know what sniping is I did that with what was that coin that I did? Oh, it was Uranus. Remember, I did that with that coin and made a little bit of money on that.
Stop talking about my anus.
I'm talking about my anus. No, it was actually a good one. I bought and then it crushed it up. I sold and then it dipped back down and bought. and just sniped the whole way up the entire chart until it finally died off, and now it's pretty much dead. So I don't think it's coming back.
Well, if you go on there and if you go on GMGN and you watch all the tokens for the first 30 minutes to 4 or 5 hours, they have volume, and all of a sudden they're dead, they're flat, and then it's on to the next one.
Yeah, that's because people get bored and they want to move their liquidity somewhere else, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's always new ideas. And you know what's funny? I noticed the other day on GMGN, a lot of people are going, "What the heck's GMGN?" Golf Mary Golf Nancy is GMGN. Is a trading platform, trading website where you can buy and sell coins. You connect your wallet to it, connect Telegram to it or whatever, and you can buy and sell coins there. But you see, in fact, we should just show it real quick because it'd be cool for people to see it. So I'm on it right now. This is the Stacker token. We'll get back to that in a minute. But you can see here, if you click memes, you can see your tokens that are launching. These are new creations. Look at how many people, this Mayday, 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 like they're using the same photo, Sol 2.0, Pumpin, Sol 2.0, Mayday. You can see they create the same coin over and over again. And I watch some of them, like out of like 4 that they launch, one of them will catch. And I think that's a strategy that they're using now that I've been watching. See Mayday again. This has only got 5,500. But the ones you want to pay attention to is like this Pokey House right here. This is what I've been noticing. Is this one's about to graduate. And if you can get in early on this, let's just say you're grabbing right now, you get in early. Let's just watch this for a second because this is probably going to graduate any minute. We'll come back to it if we need to. But you buy in here at 47K, which is still pretty high. I mean, some of these, if you're getting over to the new chart when they're just launching, you can get in at 4K and 5K and things like that. But if you're jumping in here and then it graduates and this thing runs, I mean, it looks like they have a website. You can see here, oh, their website goes nowhere. So that's a total scam. So a lot of these are scams, but you can see, let's see their X profile. No X profile either. Their website doesn't work.
I mean, they've got to where all they're doing is launching the token. They have snipers that are going to buy the token, and they just sell on top of the snipers, and they launch another one.
That's exactly right. Yeah. So this is an interesting chart to look at. And there's other ones. I learned how to filter these thanks to Gary over here. So 180 to 700K, 720 minutes. So the ones that are over here on the right are supposedly the ones that have the highest chance for success. But you look at these here, they're already 269, 621, 391, 500, 300, 323. So here's a Truth Social coin that somebody did. Pokey, trench card, stock coin, which I think is dumb. And then it says 100% rug on it, which is super funny. American Dream token. This one could be good. See what's going on there. Oh, this one's already died off. It had some initial energy. It reached, wow, look at that. It reached 1.6 million at one point.
Right. So if you got in at block 0,
you would have been down here. Exactly. You got it in way down here when it was, in the thousands, not tens of thousands, and you could have rode this all the way up. And if you had the courage to not sell when it started dipping back down again, like when it hit here and then it came back down and you stayed, you could have rode it back up again. Or you could have sold up here or even up somewhere in here and then bought back in and then rode this thing back up. And that's what a lot of people do. That's what I've been doing more recently. But let's go over and show them a real coin. And when I say real, a real good project, a real good brand. So here's
what is this Pokey trench card? So if you got in at block 0, you made 12,000% gains.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
In a few hours.
So if we look here, it's been all buys, but for some reason the buys triggered some candles. I don't understand why, because there's only been one sell, or see, in the last 24 hours, there's only been 2 sells for a total of $7. And there's been a lot more buys. Our volume is going up a little bit from yesterday, which is good. We still need to get more noise. We need to get louder. We need to bring more people here. I can't be the one doing all the buys. Me and Danny, like other people got to step up and Bearded. We got to get other people to step up and show that they believe in what we're doing here with the Skill Stacker mission. So this is really important to the cause. Let's see here. And then I was looking at this earlier. Let me pull this up and I'll share this tab. There we go. We got meme militias here for you. So if you want to get on the wheel and get extra spins, then you need to grab a meme militia.
There's a king listed.
There's a king listed. Where is it at? Let's see.
6 gold, 6 point something.
What? Bro, hold on. Let's see here. Buy now. Are you serious?
Huh.
A king for 6.7? Wow. That is a freaking screaming deal right now. Who the heck is this? Wait a minute. I recognize this wallet again. That same WeGen wallet. Is this? Hold on. Okay. They got a lot. So they bought this one for 1 Solana, this king. So that's cool. Yeah, it's a bunch of WeGens in here. Oh, and even okay, so I know this wallet because I remember that ski mask. I don't remember who this is. I think this might be Chef Brian. It could be. We'll see. There's some giraffes in here. This is interesting. These greedy giraffes I remember seeing these when I typed in giraffe on Magic Eden. And then we'll do one more. Oh, wait, I'm not even sharing that tab. Hold on. There we go. So they got a lot of MAGA giraffes in here, WeGens in here, Shady Kids, Young to Gods. They got a lot of Young to Gods in here.
Yeah, I don't know whose wallet that is. Chef has a bunch of crowns in his, though.
Mr. World. Yeah, this might be somebody else's wallet. This is interesting. Well, we're going to get some movement on the chart today, and then we have the Giraffe Tower. So what we've been talking about this morning is Gary's stream, where he caught multiple coins. I want to talk about this real quick. He caught multiple coins on stream, gaining like 30% and 5% and 12%, and it was crazy to watch. And it was inside a stacker agent. You could see the charts and how it was scoring them. And I thought that was really cool. How he's got that all built out, and we're only just seeing the tip of the iceberg. Like, we're not seeing hardly anything yet with his scoring system and how he's done it. But these are the drafts. If you want to grab one of these and get into the action, I was having a conversation with him. He believes that these things. Oh, this is a good deal right here. The golden fur. He believes that he'll do $250 million a year in trading volume on this thing. So you imagine the fees that are going to be collected and then paid back to all the holders. That's going to be absolutely insane. Rizel Dan, good morning. Good to see you.
Yeah, but it also does a miniature buy every transaction.
Oh my gosh.
To push Gary coin.
Wow. Oh, that's right. I remember him saying that. Yep. So the price of Gary coin is going to go up. So I didn't show you guys that. Let me share this tab. So let's go over to Gary real quick, just so you guys are familiar. There we go. Here's Gary coin. He currently has a $6.2 million market cap. He showed something a while back. There's a couple sales that happened this morning. It looks like nothing major, nothing big, but we're hovering around 25 cents. If I switch over here to price, yeah, about 25.3 cents. Right now, you can see here, if you went and bought, if I were to collapse this chart, you see he's way up. But if you went and bought way back here in January, I don't know if it's going to even pull it up for me, but in January, you'd be up. See, you'd be up like 4x right now. So this has been an amazing opportunity for people who still, if you want to get in on Gary coin at 25 cents a piece, this is a really great place to buy in at. And get yourself a bag of them. My recommendation is make sure you get at least 1,000 Gary coins. It's going to cost you $250, and then you can stake those if you want to. You can lock them up and get rewards on those. Gary does rewards every single month. I think they're giving out 100,000 rewards.
Yeah, 100,000 per month.
So a lot of rewards there. That's $25,000. It's a lot of freaking money that's being distributed to the giraffe holders and people who are locking in their coins. So definitely check that out. I wanted to share a little bit of news on today's episode and kind of share. Let me stop sharing my screen so I can just be back on screen here. Let's stop. There we go. Stop screen sharing. Okay, so let me read these off to you guys because this is pretty wild. So the first story here is Eric Trump. This is pretty crazy. Banks will be extinct in 10 years without crypto.
Yeah, get with the program.
That's right. Eric Trump just dropped the nuke on the traditional banking system in a CNBC interview, saying that entire financial system is broken, slow, and favors the ultra wealthy. His solution, crypto. Come on, baby. Take that power back. If banks don't adapt, they'll be extinct in 10 years. That's literally word for word what he said. He roasted Swift, called it an absolute disaster, and said anyone can use DeFi apps now to send money instantly. No middlemen and no insane fees. I mean, you pay like 0.0001, or I don't even know if it's might even be an extra zero there to send money now with crypto. It's ridiculous. Here's the wild part. Trump's been going full crypto evangelist lately, said Bitcoin's going to 1 million, launched a new Trump-backed stablecoin, USD1, running on BNB chain, and now he's calling the banks dead men walking. That's pretty freaking wild right there. Oh,
well, they have their own exchange.
Oh, do they?
What is it?
Oh, is that WFL or whatever that is?
Yeah, World Financial. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, it totally sounds like a scam company name. I remember seeing that, and I'm like, why would you name your company that? It literally sounds like what's that movie, Wolf of Wall Street? What was this? Oakmont Stratton? Oakmont. It literally has the same ring and vibe to it. It's so funny. And the rumors are flying around about a deal between the Trump family and Binance. Both sides have denied it, but Eric's recent promos of BNB chains aren't exactly helping clear the smoke. So Eric Trump just became crypto's most unexpected hype man, and he's daring Wall Street to evolve or die.
I don't really like BNB chain.
I don't either. I've never used it, never bought a single coin. Like I have 0.0 interest in BNB. Nothing about that is exciting to me. And plus, weren't they under a bunch of investigation for like fraud and all that stuff last year?
Well, he went to jail for what, 2-3 years, 4 years, something.
What? He was there that long?
Yeah, he was in there for a while. I don't remember how long it was.
I didn't realize he was there for that long.
Man, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, dude, time's fun when you're having flies too. Man, that's shit. Wow. That's crazy. The second thing here is DeFi gets wrecked. $92 million was stolen in April alone. We're at the last day of April here. Hackers ran another brutal blitz on DeFi in April with over $92 million gone in just 30 days, according to Immunify. That's more than double March's losses. And guess what? Every single hack hit DeFi platforms, and not one centralized exchange was touched. Which I don't like centralized exchanges. I'm not a supporter.
So I think he was sentenced to that long, but he did 4 months in U.S. prison.
Wow, that's freaking wild, dude.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you got that much money, you can buy your way out of it.
Buy your way out, exactly. There's very few things in life very few problems in life that money can't solve. That's for sure. It says the biggest hit that was taken this month was UPCX. I don't even know what that is, but they lost over $70 million. The other one that got hit was Kilo X, and they got hacked for $7.5 million, but the hacker returned the money. A rare white hat twist. That's crazy. This year's total that has been stolen is $1.7 billion. And we're not even halfway through 2025 yet. That's
UPCX is a blockchain-based payment system.
Oh, okay.
So I know God, I can't remember the name of the project. I know some guys that made something earlier, and they've been doing it for like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
But they had a bunch of deals with banks and stuff like that. They're basically on the same level as XRP, but I don't think they're as big as XRP.
Yeah, exactly. That's wild, man. So 1.7 billion stolen already, and we're just barely even the second quarter here of 2025. That already surpasses all of 2024. Immunify CEO says state-sponsored attackers are the #1 threat right now. He believes that last year, pause, in quotes, by North Korea's Lazarus Group was them reloading for something big, like a record-setting 1.4 billion Bybit hack in February. Well, I heard about the Bybit hack. 1.4 billion in February. So his advice, assume that hackers are already inside. That's a smart way to think about it. Build like you're under siege. Use zero trust security. And for the love of crypto, audit your contracts. That's pretty funny. One thing that's really important to do, because I know that a lot of people have had hacks happen in crypto, and that's what scares people away from crypto, is being responsible about taking care of your wallet. So if I were to be able to share my entire screen right now, I could go to my wallet, which is my Phantom wallet, which is I use 90% of the time. I can go into my Phantom wallet. I can hit my little character icon on the top left where it shows my profile. And down at the bottom, there's a settings tab. And inside of settings, there is a connected apps feature. And just like right now, as I'm looking at this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 11 things connected to my wallet right now. I see I'm not even following my own advice here. So I'm going to disconnect Magic Eden. Right now, I'm disconnecting that. I'm going to go back in here. Oh, it's kicked me out when I did that. Let's see here. Connected apps. A raffle decks. That's got to get disconnected. There we go.
No, you need to go buy some tickets.
Yeah. Soul Incinerator. I did pretty good with Soul Incinerator yesterday. That was pretty cool. Sphere Pay. I have it connected to Sphere Pay. I have it connected to this Replit, this AI software I've been using to build out some stuff. I have it connected to Tensor, so I'm going to disconnect Tensor. If any of these get hacked, like Launch My NFT, I'm connected to that. Jupe.ag, I'm connected to that. So I'm taking and disconnecting my wallet from all of these right now. And most of my supply is not in one wallet or even two wallets. I have multiple wallets where it's distributed across multiple, and they all have their own private key. They all have their own unique recovery phrases. So I don't just keep everything in one wallet. I make sure I split it. Anything else you want to add to that?
Most of the hacks come from people clicking links.
Mm-hmm.
They click it, they sign it, their wallet's empty.
Yep.
You have to read. Don't just click buttons.
Be careful clicking on Discord links. Those can drain your wallets. What are some of the biggest ones that you've heard of or seen?
Well, the one that got me was there was a project I was waiting to start minting. Somebody had copied their X page down to the T and made a fake mint link. They were going live in a couple hours. They made it, copied it, made a fake mint link. I clicked it. I went to mint. My wallet got drained. Gone.
Oh, bro. Hopefully it wasn't huge.
Yeah.
Decent.
They got me for all my bulls and apes stuff, which was, $10, $12, $13,000, somewhere in that.
Oh my gosh. So we've all have those stories. Thankfully, I've only been taken once, and that was in one night that I practically almost had a panic attack when I saw it happen. It was through BullX, and it was for 6.6 million skill stacker tokens, which at the time was worth a little bit more than it is now. And then it was all of my Gary coin. So I had, I think, 2,000 Gary coin or something like that. And they just gone right out of my. So what they did is they got into BullX somehow, and then they put their wallet as the withdrawal wallet. And I didn't notice it. Next thing you know, all of a sudden it said I was at dinner with my family, and next thing you know, I'm looking at my account. It was like sell, and I'm like, what the hell, sell? I look at it, and it was Stacker and Gary, and I'm like, bro, are you freaking kidding me right now? Rushed home, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, dude, I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, it made me so mad. I went and sent all my Bitcoin over to my other wallet, and then bought what they took right back, just to give them the middle finger.
They don't care.
They don't care. Yeah.
They just wanted their little $1,000, and they'll do it again to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. That's so true. There's one more story. Let's read this last one. This last one's pretty funny. So here's more bottom line from the second story here. DeFi might be the future, but without better security, it's still the Wild West. And hackers, they're not just kids in the basement anymore. They're nation states with billion-dollar ambitions. As I was saying earlier, North Korea has been known for causing some huge Bitcoin cryptocurrency hacks. The Bybit hack was massive, $1.4 billion. So yeah, it's not just like nerds down in their basement trying to steal your crypto anymore.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a good little come up. 1.5 billion,
dude.
I just need like a 16th of that.
Yeah, just send me a royalty. That's crazy, man. So the third one, $330 million Bitcoin theft targets an elderly U.S. citizen in one of the biggest heists ever. I had to add this story in there. So I've been getting my news. I got the opportunity, actually, this is a little side tangent. I got the opportunity last year to buy Cointelegraph, and they wanted 7 figures for it. I just not in the position right now to drop 7 figures on a news website, but they were looking to sell the brand. But I love it. They're one of the top, I think, in the space in terms of crypto news. So this story comes from Cointelegraph. But the story goes, let's see. This one's really gut wrenching. An elderly woman just became the 5th largest crypto hack victim in history. Well, it's like crazy. What is this elderly woman doing with 3,520
Yeah.
Bitcoin? Like, who is this woman? Like, I want to be friends with her. It was worth $330 million, and it was taken in a social engineering hack, which means some sort of backdoor, like you're talking about. Like you were just talking about how you got your wallet drained, like creating a fake NFT mint or whatever. She could have been going to try to mint an NFT or, claim rewards on an airdrop for holding Bitcoin.
She's got $330 million. She doesn't need to do anything.
She didn't need to do anything. So who knows what led to that? But the social engineering hack is what caused it. The hacker didn't crack the wallet; they manipulated their way in. According to blockchain sleuth Zach XBT, this was an old school con with new school stakes. After getting access, the attacker split the funds into tiny pieces, classic peel chain laundering, and then used this. This blew my mind. I'm like, this has got to be like a lot of people that did this, or maybe some sort of AI, probably. But they used 300 plus wallets and over 20 exchanges, 300 wallets and 20 exchanges to drain this poor lady's $330 million worth of Bitcoin. They swapped it from BTC into Monero, XMR, which is the go-to privacy coin, which there you go. Like with no KIC, you got privacy coin, like all that. Absolutely insane. And that actually caused XMR's price to spike. So if you were holding XMR when this happened, it spiked 50% in that process.
I bet.
Yeah. So why Monero? Because once funds hit Monero, they disappear. It's like laundering money through digital fog, no visibility, no recovery. The $330 million stash is now down to 60 million after laundering. Some Bitcoin was even bridged over to Ethereum to make tracing even harder. Is this the Lazarus group again? Surprisingly, no. Experts are saying that it wasn't North Korea, but it's likely some sort of independent group, but with military grade coordination. When I read that line, I was like, whoa, military grade coordination.
Just means they have good computers.
Yeah, some freaking crazy supercomputers. They're definitely not MacBooks. So what's the lesson in this? Use a multi-sig wallet. What would you describe for somebody that doesn't know what that is? How would you describe that, Danny?
Where you have to have multiple people sign it before you can transfer anything in or out.
I don't have one of those. That's interesting. That's a really smart thing. Where do you get a multi-sig wallet?
There's different websites where you can set it up.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Man, that's really smart. I didn't even know that existed, to be honest. I heard of multi-sig wallets, but I didn't know what that was.
So most projects do it because that way it doesn't give one person control of all the funds. They have to talk with the other people in the project to transfer funds or even have a DAO control it where everybody has to go in and vote on it and then sign.
Just like Gary did. Yeah, that's really smart. Yeah. That's really cool. The second thing here was rotate your keys. So I don't even know what that means.
What, rotate keys? It means you got to change them. You can change your privacy keys.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But can you change your recovery phrases?
That's what I'm talking about. You can go, if you go in your wallet,
yeah,
and you go down and you can delete that recovery phrase and get a new one.
Oh man, that's really cool.
So it used to be you had to transfer everything out, but now you can change your recovery phrase so you can keep your stuff in your wallet and it's not, if somebody had your seed phrase.
Gotcha. Okay.
I feel safer transferring out and going brand new.
Yeah, exactly. The third lesson here was keep large stacks in cold storage. So I have I have two of those Ledger Nanos, and most of my crypto I have not touched in many, many years. I haven't sold any. I've only bought more. Is sitting on cold storage. That's where the bulk of my crypto is, and they're locked up in my safe. Ain't nobody getting to that. So
what's the combination of your safe?
I'm never telling. My daughter was like, "Daddy, I want to know the combination," and she like made me try to teach her, and I was like, "What am I doing right now? Why am I teaching my 5-year-old how to open the safe?" She was so adamant though. "Daddy, give me the code." Daddy, she like literally brought me a piece of paper, and she's like, "Daddy."
So we run concession stands. So my dad has multiple gun safes in the house, and that's what we keep our, like cash and change, and then we keep the guns in one safe. And he just bought a new safe the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and it weighed like 600 something pounds. So I had to get it into his bedroom, bolt it to the floor, transfer all the guns into that, get his old safe out of the closet.
Damn.
He's like, this one is waterproof and fireproof. And I was like, are you planning on being in a flood or
Yeah,
burning the
yeah,
house down? Or
exactly. It's funny. Gary's on the stream. Good morning, Gary. GM. We got Resolute on here. And we got Yet Not Yet. He said you are both diamonds. That's awesome. MK, Jeff, good morning. And then what did Gary just say? Best not to talk about how you store your crypto on stream. Keep that shit private. You don't want somebody targeting you. Shit, it happens. Yeah, no, I mean, I totally agree with you. Yeah, they'd have to go through my 45 and good luck getting that. Plus, the recovery phrases for it are the backup codes. They're in a completely different place that nobody will ever get access to.
where's that at?
Yeah, exactly. Where's that at? So yeah, it's really important to keep that stuff ultra secure. They kidnapped the founder of Ledger. Oh my God, they cut his finger off. I hadn't heard that story. See, Gary knows all the stories, man. I can't wait to have him on here to share some gold like that. That's crazy to think about, kidnapping this founder of a blockchain of Ledger and then cutting his finger off. I know somebody that happened a lot worse in the cannabis space, where they got something else cut off, if you know what I'm saying, for their cannabis, and that was a horrifying story. It was in Sacramento.
Well, I seen a video the other day on X, and they had mounted a 9mm on a rotating pivot with a camera on it, to where it could aim in on somebody if they're trying to break in your house. You just put a few of those up.
Yeah, exactly. I got cameras on the front doors. I got cameras on the back. I got cameras in my bedroom windows, outside, facing outside. Like my whole house is freaking locked down.
Yeah, mine too.
The biggest lesson in crypto is you have none. We all have boating accidents, and we lost it all. Yeah, so that's crazy. Okay, so was that the third story? Yeah, that was the third story. So we made it through. Let me just get to the last piece. If you've got millions of BTC, don't use the same password that you made in 2011. Bottom line, the crypto game is evolving. So are the criminals. This wasn't a DeFi exploit. It wasn't a protocol bug. This was human error, and it cost someone generational wealth. Can you imagine? Bro, I've heard of like people like throwing, like I had this guy that worked for me years ago. He's a developer, and his mom was in the office with us, and she's like, oh, yeah, I think he has some of that Bitcoin thing on his computer. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. He was all into that a few years ago, and this was 2015. He was all into that a few years ago, and I'm like, geez. And this kid was mining it. He had thousands of Bitcoin on a hard drive that he took that computer and threw it in the trash because he didn't know that it was ever going to become anything, because he got in so early when Bitcoin was worth nothing. Just like
my neighbor threw his computer away. He had some on a hard drive. He's an IT guy. He actually works for the government. Wow. He works for the IT security for the VA. And he's like, man, I've thrown away so many computers. He's like, I've had hundreds, maybe even thousands of Bitcoin on a hard drive that I threw away.
Oh,
gone.
God.
Because he's been in it since God knows when,
So that was the other thing I've been really wondering about for a long time. I'd be curious to hear your opinion on this.
Is how much is in the landfill? How much Bitcoin?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's that guy that tried to buy the landfill to try to recover his Bitcoin. I think he was turned down. But no, I've been wondering about this between Satoshi Nakamoto, which always has bothered me. And that's why I haven't really put a lot of my faith in Bitcoin. I know
Scottie Pippen said he met him.
Yeah, exactly. I believe that, and I don't have any factual evidence to back this up, but it's just a gut feeling I've always had about it. I believe that a government, I don't know what government, I'm not going to call out a specific government, but I believe a government organization is running either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Like, I believe the government was backing Ethereum. In fact, I think
have you watched the Netflix documentary? You need to watch that.
Really?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people know me, and they know, like, I'm not a crypto guy. If you're watching this, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm sharpening my axe thanks to people like Danny and Gary and other people that are in here. but I've never been a crypto guy. I bought crypto as an investment, as a kind of plan C to my business into stocks. And I just was sitting there holding it. But now I have my own coin and the NFTs and all that. But I do believe that the government is behind creating.
You need to watch that Bitcoin thing.
Come on, give me the alpha.
It's very interesting.
What's your theory then? What do you think?
Well, nobody knows who he is, but there's some guys on there that really fit the profile.
Yeah.
Like at the end of that thing, you're like, wait a minute, hold on. Seriously?
Yep. Well, what's interesting is what I do know is I've read some books in the recent years. There was one book that was specifically talking about Vitalik Buterin from Ethereum. It talked about Austin Russell from Luminar Technologies and all these people. And it was, I think it was George S. Glider was the name of the author from the book. Is that George? Hold on. What? George S. Glider? I think I might be butchering that. Let's see here. Author. I don't think maybe it was. See, now I'm gonna mess that up. Well, there was a book that was all about future technology and it was Life After Google. Life After Google. Have you read that book?
No.
It's Gilder, George Gilder. So George Gilder wrote a book called Life After Google, and it's the fall of big data. And this book is freaking amazing, bro. Like I'm talking like amazing. And he talks about how Vitalik Buterin was mentored by Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is Vitalik Buterin's mentor, and he helped him create Ethereum. And that funding from the government came to Vitalik Buterin to do what they did with Ethereum, and that they have some sort of play in the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, if they got their hands in to Ethereum, that means, and I mean, think about CIA and intelligence and cryptography and supercomputers. Like the government's been around this stuff with the Pentagon and all this for decades. They're not new to any of this stuff. And they're not just like sitting here watching like, oh, what are these guys doing? You know, they're getting involved. And I've heard people say that Satoshi was Elon, or Satoshi is a group of people with Elon, and it's Elon and Peter Thiel. And I'm going, man, how do we know that there isn't some sort of backdoor on Bitcoin and Ethereum? And one day, all of that billions and billions of dollars somebody's gonna hit a button, and then it's just Satoshi's just gonna drain it all. That was my biggest fear.
Well, he is the biggest holder of Bitcoin.
He is. If he were to rug everybody right now,
right?
Well,
that would be the longest rug ever.
The longest rug ever, bro. So I think that scares the shit out of people, and they should be scared. There's always risk in anything that you're investing into, whether you're investing into a business and the CEO dies like Steve Jobs. Hopefully you didn't get stuck holding the bag with that one. Or if you're putting all your eggs in the Elon basket and he gets murked, like he's posted a couple of days ago about getting murked and said, if something happens to me, I love you guys or something. Peter Thiel is the founder of Palantir too. So Eddie dropped some stuff there, which is pretty cool. So, you know, I don't know, man. Like I definitely trust Solana probably more than any other chain. I would send Bitcoin. It would send Bitcoin to the moon. Interesting perspective. Gary said that it would send Bitcoin to the moon if Satoshi rugged.
I don't know.
What do you think?
There'd be a lot of Michael Saylor would probably be pissed, but he would buy more.
He would just buy more. That's exactly right. He would buy the dip.
I'm trying to find this movie. I can't remember the name of it.
It's a documentary.
Money Electric, maybe?
Money Electric. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys got to check out that, and then check out Life After Google by George Gilder. It'll give you a perspective about what's happening right now and what's coming. This isn't an AI book. This is about data and big data and technology and the people that are at the front of the line. People that left NVIDIA, people that left Apple, people that left Facebook, what they're doing now, the technologies that they're building. This book was, I'd have to put it in like the top 10 of my favorite books in the last decade that I've read. It's not like a business book from the standpoint of like learning a bunch about how to become a good business owner, but it's like a history lesson on Silicon Valley, what's happened, where it's going, what's coming. And it talks a lot about Elon and how he put together this thing in Asilomar in California here, or actually I'm in Texas right now. So in California, he put this thing together in 2017, where he brought all these people from Facebook and Google and did this weekend, basically retreat mastermind. And they were talking about AI and trying to save the world from AI destroying the world.
Who was that did it?
What's that?
It's a book called Transfer of Wealth or something. Is it Peter? Is a book with Peter Wagner? Is that the one?
I'm going to pull it up here. I'll show you the book I'm talking about. Let's show you here. Life. So this one here is Life After Google.
Yeah.
This book is freaking insane. One of my favorites. Let me switch our screen share. Oh, see, you can't see it when I do that. So there we go. Let me go back to this screen. Let's see. What I can do too is, AI is so amazing now. I can go over to ChatGPT and I can say, give me a summary of the book Life After Google by George Gilder and highlight the section where he talks about Vitalik Buterin and Ethereum. This is crazy. This is why this book is why I invested into Luminar Technologies. It's a massive part of my portfolio. I'm talking massive. Like I had thousands of shares of that. I put so much into it after reading this book. I already had a few hundred shares that I bought before this because I just have this ability to spot trends. And I just was like, something about LiDAR and what these guys are doing and their contract with Volvo and Boeing and all these big brands, like this is going to go somewhere. And this kid, he's so young, he's so smart. After I researched him, like people buy when you go on you see somebody on the Shark Tank, they're not buying the idea, they're buying the person. When they make a deal with somebody, they're buying the person. So here's the central premise. I'm going to read it straight off of ChatGPT. The central premise for the book: the age of Google is ending. The age of blockchain is beginning. The Google model is free services funded by ads, leads, by ads leads to exploitation, insecurity, and a lack of ownership. Centralized cloud computing is inherently insecure and unsustainable long term. The blockchain, in contrast, offers individual data ownership, secure transactions, and decentralized trust. The core concepts. Google is free is the problem. Gilder critiques Google's vision of AI and free everything as devaluing human creativity and data. Security is broken. He explains that today's internet wasn't built with security in mind. Google patches problems reactively. Blockchain is the fix. A new tech stack built on blockchain, cryptography, and distributed consensus is the answer. Cryptocosm. Gilder calls the emerging ecosystem a cryptocosm, a decentralized encrypted internet that respects user privacy and value. That freaking, for me, is huge. Here's the section I wanted to read you guys on Vitalik Buterin and Ethereum, highlighted section. Gilder devotes a section to Vitalik Buterin, calling him one of the key architects of the post-Google era. He praises Vitalik's role in creating Ethereum, a programmable blockchain platform. Gilder sees not just as a cryptocurrency, but also as an operating system for decentralized application, dApps. He acknowledges that Ethereum smart contracts as revolutionary, offering programmable trust and automated execution without intermediaries. While he respects Vitalik's brilliance, Gilder is somewhat skeptical about Ethereum's scalability and energy usage pre-merge. He contrasts Ethereum's approach with other blockchain projects like EOS and Hashgraph, hinting that the race for Cryptocosm foundation layer isn't over. He's a genius, but Ethereum may be too complicated to scale as the backbone of the new internet without solving its inefficiencies. So, final message: the book ends with a vision of an ownership-driven internet where users control their identity and data. Trust is built into the system via blockchain. AI becomes a servant, not a master. This was huge in the book. We have to learn AI now and become masters of AI, or AI will become masters of the human race. That is what's coming. It was one of my favorite parts when it was like a whole chapter dedicated to this meeting that Elon had, that he was at. Centralized tech giants are being replaced by user sovereign networks like Gary Coin. That's what the book says. I just don't, it's just right, Gary. Why this matters for chain breakers and Stacker. Gilder's book directly supports your thesis. Web3 equals user empowerment. Tokenized incentives equal fair economies. And meme warfare, which is what we're doing with the meme militia, plus DeFi, plus education is the new social layer of the cryptocosm. Pretty freaking rad stuff, dude. Oh my God.
There we go.
The whole time I had lost you.
No, I was there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's hilarious though. Any thoughts on that?
That sounds like we better either shape up or Optimus is coming for us.
That's right. AI is freaking coming to take our lunch money. If we don't get on it, it's going to be
Well, I seen a thing. Was it Microsoft that said 30 to 40% of all their code is written by AI now?
whoa. So there's a lot of backdoors then.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm kind of a fan of the back door. If you couldn't tell, I bought Uranus. Oh man, get me started. Okay, so last thing I want to share. I just had one more thing, and then and if you have something you want to share, please just speak right over me because I don't want to steal the whole stage. I tend to do that.
I will.
Cool. I met an engineer a few weeks ago at a networking event who was 6'7". It was crazy, dude. He was 6'7". He had dreadlocks down to his freaking shoulder, which was already winning for me. And he was a black dude. And so it was just like winning on all levels. Freaking tall, dark, handsome, and brilliant. The dude was freaking brilliant. And he's been in crypto and Web3 now for over a decade. And he's an engineer in the space. And like the last guy you'd expect to be an engineer until you hear him talk and you're like, oh, okay, I see. Just a gigantic, huge nerd. And he was like, I don't follow the hype of like founders and exchanges and what coin is surging. Like, I don't listen to any of that. He's like, you know what I do? And I was like, please tell me. I'd love to know your angle of how you buy and what projects you get into. He's like, I only look at the engineering team. Who are the engineers? Who are the developers? Who are
Yeah,
the
you have to buy the dev. You don't buy the hype. You buy the dev.
You have to buy the engineers. And he's like, if you want to know one of the most impressive and coin projects that has one of the biggest potentials, you need to use project because I know.
Did he say Gary?
Yeah. Like, buy Gary coin, get yourself a giraffe. It's gonna be 250 million a year. We're gonna be minting 7,652 millionaires. No, I'm just kidding. The program and the protocol, if you will, was called Midnight. It's midnight.network. And I think it's its own chain, to be honest. I don't know if it's built on something. I'd like to see. It says Midnight Testnet launched. Yeah, so I think it's its own chain. And the developers behind this, I guess, are really freaking insane. Here's their white paper right here. So they got their white paper. A light paper from Midnight. A night paper showcases Midnight's fundamental building blocks that users can expect when interfacing with blockchain. Check out the first in a series of white papers designed to deepen your understanding of the network's architecture, technology, and roadmap. So I want to know key features. Here we go. Build better applications. Enjoy a seamless developer experience with modular smart contracts using compact Midnight's programming language based on TypeScript, protecting data. So that was the big thing he said to me is they had a huge emphasis on data protection. So shield wallet address and transaction information with programmable data protection that lets you choose who can access sensitive data. That's freaking cool. Manage regulatory requirements. So I would love it if we were in a year, 2 years, 5 years from now, where like I own a few of the what do you call it, Web3 domain names. Do you have any of those?
I do.
Yeah, so unstoppable domain names. You can buy Web3 domain names, and you pay for them one time. It's usually like $40, and you'll never have to renew it again, like a typical domain name. But you can attach that to your wallet, and you can just send somebody that domain name, and they can send crypto to that wallet.
So I have one of my wallets done that way, but I have to renew it. It's like 0.07 Sol per year.
Oh, they charge you a renewal fee?
Yeah, you can do it for 1 year, 2 year, or you can do like a 10-year clip.
Oh, that's interesting. Huh.
It's called All Domain.
Okay, so I go through Unstoppable Domains.
Yeah.
They're the go-to. I'll just share this tab real quick if you guys aren't familiar with this. It's another little value add for you guys today. So if I were to log into mine real fast, I'll show you. I don't know if it's going to let me. There we go. Log in here. Log in. You can see I have adrianagency.crypto, adriandomains.crypto, Adrian Mark. Like these were all registered in 2021. Mastermindgroup.crypto, learndesign.crypto, leadbutler.crypto, sackangels.crypto, youthmentor.crypto. So I bought a bunch of these, and you can link your wallets to these guys. And then I have a bunch on my watch list as well that I'm sitting here waiting to grab. also, but you don't ever have to renew these. You pay for them once and you're done. You never do it again.
What's the cost on it?
$40. So I can type in like
that's nothing.
chain breakers, right? Come in here, chain breakers. If I wanted to buy that, people wanted to pay us because they love the show or whatever. Oh, let me go up here. Chain breakers. If they love the show, they wanted to support, they wanted to send some crypto.
Not available.
Chainbreakers.fun is a Web 2 domain. See DNS. That's $2. Then you get into here. Here's Web 3. So ironbreakers.x, $40. Chain. So it doesn't look like that one's available, but it's gonna give me a bunch of other suggestions. Let's see here. .crypto, .nft, .wallet, .unstoppable, .eth, .x, yeah. So there's Web 2 and Web 3. So I only want to do Web 3. And then you can see here, show 80 unavailable domains. So chainbreakers.eth is already taken. So a lot of people have already taken that. It's a good name. I mean, it's understandable why it's taken, but yeah, there's an opportunity here to get a domain name that's on-chain, an on-chain domain, which I like that. That's pretty freaking cool. So let's go back to Midnight real quick and kind of wrap this up. Manage regulatory requirements, design apps that process sensitive data in compliance with regulatory stuff. So this has kind of been the big thing for me with what we're doing with Brand Butler is people are going to be giving a lot of sensitive info about their brands, their businesses, their sales strategies, their business, their revenues, all of that. And right now with OpenAI, none of that stuff is protected. So our next generation for Brand Butler is going to be privatizing and securing all of our customer data so that it could literally be HIPAA compliant, on-chain HIPAA compliant, where nobody can get access to this data because it's spread across millions and millions of different, nodes. Onboard quickly, validate with zero knowledge, and unlock Web3 for enterprise. So these guys, I guess they're developers. I don't know. You can see their about page maybe.
So I was looking at a project 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That was trying to build a blockchain for hospitals.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it ever came to fruition, but that's what they were working on.
Wow.
Because, one hospital doesn't talk to the other hospital and nobody knows anything. So they were trying to link it all together.
Huh. Okay. Oh, looks like they're even hiring right here. Careers. Join the Midnight team. That's pretty cool. They're looking for senior legal counsel, senior software designer, senior site reliability, software development, senior product manager. So there's some good roles here. Yeah. So this guy was like adamant. He's like, bro, I'm telling you, Midnight. And I don't know if it's launched yet. Let's go over to.
It's on testnet right now.
It's on testnet. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think you can buy their coin yet anywhere. But yeah, this is a really good project. So I'm going to be keeping my eye close on this. This is so cool. Build better data apps with zero knowledge. Interesting. This is freaking rad.
I don't see a coin.
No Midnight Network coin. DAG is the future of blockchain data, layer 0, and works with the U.S. government, Hyperledger Tech. Can we also upgrade our site when staking on? I don't know what he means by that. There's a couple comments we just got.
There's a podcast they do.
What's that?
There's a podcast that they do.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Interesting. I'll have to check out that podcast. Yeah. So those are the things that I got connected with that guy. So I'm going to stay in touch with him, but that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. Any of the projects that I invest into. It's what I did with Luminar is I looked at the development team. I looked at the founder. I looked at the people that were involved in the project. And I'm like, wow, these guys are freaking amazing. So.
Yeah. You always buy the dev. Don't buy the hype. Never.
Yeah. Don't buy the hype, man. So a lot of that stuff is market manipulation. As Gary says, there's so few people in this right now. Like, this is a really great time to get in. There's so few people in here that it's easy to manipulate the market and drive things up and drive things down. They're just making money on every single dip and every single gain. So, well, we just reached the top of the hour, my friend.
It's 12 o'clock. It's time to eat.
It's time to eat. I got to go get to this event before the event's over. It's already 11 o'clock here. So with that being said, any closing thoughts?
No. Need to buy some stacker.
There you go. Buy some stacker. Oh,
the chart looks pitiful today.
We didn't do the giveaway.
We can do it later. We'll spin them offline.
Okay. We'll spin them for you guys. We promise we'll spin them. I know he's got to get. We just got too caught up in all this nerd talk. So we'll make sure you guys get your spins. We promise. I have my notebook out and everything to do it. I will make sure that it happens. I will not let you guys down. Make sure you get all your spins in. I sent everybody's wins from yesterday. So we should be all squared up, everybody. And if you guys need anything, give us a holler. All right, y'all. Have a great day. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Keep looking up.
They told me learn the rules, but I broke the mold. Flipping the script while the story's cold. Education system's got a crack in the frame. We stacking skills they can't even name. STKR breaking the chains. Wade Bree riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the west with a whistle in the air. Calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains. Wade Bree riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. No textbook here, just codes we weave. Entrepreneur dreams that make you believe. Waves of the west with a whistle in the air. Calling out rebels who don't play fair. STKR breaking the chains. Wade Bree riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound. Degrees can't teach what our grind's about. The system's old, we found the route. Web breed power, we kick in the door. Rebels unite, time to even the score. STKR breaking the chains. Wade Bree riding in our veins. Freedom's a hustle we built from the ground. Stacking the skills, now the future's unbound.